and welcome back to MFAC Coaching. This week I am going to walk you through my March Silk and Sonder. This is what I use as my catch-all. I'm going to talk to you just honestly about how I use it and what I think of the spreads in it. And then I'm going to show you the April Silk and Sonder. So I encourage you to comment below. Let me know, what you think about this, any of your thoughts through this video, and you'll be entered into a giveaway. Here is my March Silk and Sonder. As you can see, this is my catch-all, so it does go out in the house. It can get a little dirty. This is a charm from Boutique Charms. So cute. Love it. But we'll take that off for the month. But I used it all month. It says, Lucky a latte. Little coffee bean. Little luck. Oh, I love it. All right. So we'll quickly flip through this. You're going to notice that I have essentially stopped using anything in the front of the Silk and Sonder. It just has become not terribly helpful for me. Now, I am a little sad that I didn't do the reflections. I had been doing the reflections, but I did not do anything in the front of this. Not because they're not great. They are. It's just because I do so much other things. So for now, these have, I'm just not using the front. That's why I actually will be moving on to a different planner a little later this year. But okay, here's the first full week of March. You can see you get the full week, the full month, I should say, in it. So you got the end of February here, but that was in my last one, so didn't use that. All right, let's see. So the theme for the first week of March was butterflies and dragonflies. So here's my butterfly, dragonfly. The sticker is 3-dimensional. It's super fun. But obviously just got a little push down throughout the month. These are, let's see, stickers from different companies. So these are from Fairy Love Designs. This is a Designer Chameleon. Designer Chameleon. This was the Dollar Tree. This is my catch-all. This is how I know what I need to do each week. To my to-do list here at the top, it's a lot of teaching right now. I'm reminding myself what I need to grade and when, because I'm teaching really 9 classes. It's too many, but I love it. This is Planning in Blue Jeans sticker here. More Designer Chameleon. Did my reflections. I am really liking that. Got the currently page. Then this is my kind of week at a glance. This, of course, was St. Patrick's week. So you can see the butterflies. A lot of these are pipsticks. But here you go. Now you can see my actual using it. Get Glowing. The World Needs Your Magic. These are from Crafty Bee Design Studio. And I just, these are really fun. I feel like this worked out really well. This is a little less interesting. I'm going to show you one where I feel like I did this part really well here in just a minute. But this is, of course, Harry Potter week. Big Hermione, little Ron, little Harry. Love it. The car. Oh, so much fun. And then Easter week. These are all doodleberry stickers. Like, this was a much better decorated down here. I love these little squiggles from Doodleberry. They call it Rick Rack. It's my favorite. All Doodleberry except for the washi in the background. And I'm recording this on Sunday, so I haven't done my weekly reflections yet. All right. So that was March. I'm going to walk through April with you, showing you the first week, and then I'm going to go through the first week with you. Of course, I had to choose another Boutique Charms charm. The colors are just way too perfect, and also look at this unicorn. She is beautiful and amazing, and I love it. All right. So the April theme for the month is play. That is a great one. We oftentimes associate it with kids, but adults need to play too. Silk and Sonder is beautiful. You always get the nice message from the creator and founder. Get a little place where you can write what the theme means to you, which that's a newer one for this year, and I love that. Get the whole year calendar, and of course the month of April. It starts on a Monday. That always feels good somehow. You have a wheel of life. You get these about quarterly, so you can compare, which is nice. Got your March reflections, your April intentions. These are really good things. You have your mood tracker and habit tracker. I did this habit tracker consistently for a couple years. Just really, the time right now for where I'm at, I'm just not working on that. They got a very nice sleep tracker, a nice gratitude log. Got your play journal prompts. What does play mean to you, and how does it make you feel? What is your earliest memory of unhinged play? How has the role of play evolved for you over the years? What are simple ways that you can integrate play into your daily life? And then a play bingo. That's a great idea. Find so many ways to play, write it out, and then do one a day. What a great idea. Little playlist. I know music is a part of a lot of people's play, so that's great. Little play poem here. Oh, beautiful unicorn. I didn't even know. Look at that. How perfect is that? Love that. This nature noticing game. This is good for today. It's been raining in San Diego. Steak street tacos. Ooh, that's a recipe I might do. Ooh, I'm loving that. Some affirmation clouds. Oh, this one's making me, maybe I'm going to do some stuff in the front this month. We'll see. Got your crossword with the riddle. So this is a fun thing. Okay. The riddle for the month. Okay, what is always in front of you but can't be seen? And the answer is the future. So if you guess the future, that is awesome. That's a fun way to respond to get entered into the giveaway, is to just answer the riddle. So the riddle for this month: what has a neck but no head and wears a cap? So what has a neck but no head, but still wears a cap? I'm thinking a Coke bottle. Neck, no head, has a cap. That would be my guess. So you can let me know yours. All right. Got a fun little crossword. Then you got the weeks. So This one's already decorated. I am in love with the way I have decorated this one. The theme for the month is garden or farmhouse, and I just leaned into the garden with this one with all these florals, made them like three-dimensional. You've got ones in the background, ones on top. I am obsessed with this spread this week. Oh, yes, so good. I forgot to highlight these, so I have to go back and do that. Oh, I forgot the blue at the bottom here too. So we'll go ahead and add that. And then you're going to get blank weeks for the rest. Get 2 weeks. Then you're going to get your currently page. And then 2 more weeks. And maybe a little bit more. Let's see. Ooh, having trouble turning the pages today. There we go. So you are going to get the full week all the way through the 5th of May. Then you just get some blank pages at the end. Really super helpful. All right. So I want to show you how I set this up every week with the use of my other planners. So let me grab a few things here. Let me grab some pens. I have been using this year these Paper Mate Ink Joy pens. Just been a lot of fun. I've got them in every color that they have. If they want to come out with more colors, I'm down with that. So we're gonna grab like a peachy, corally color. Gonna try and go for a light pink. Let's go, that'll be a bright pink. I don't think there's any other light pink. I'm just looking here. Then we kind of have like a light purple maybe. Let's see, maybe that one will be better. And then light blue. Yeah, we'll do that one. All right. So the sections are my to-do list for the week. I'm not gonna do every single day on here. I'm sure you can imagine. This is my schedule. And this is just the notes section down here. All right. So what I do, as this is my catch-all, what I'm going to start with is my teacher planner. So I have a planner that helps me with just my teaching. As I say, I've got 9 classes. A couple of them are sectioned together, so it's 8 lectures in a given week. And I need to remember what needs to be graded and what's important, all that stuff. So I look at this and like, this is a big week. So I actually have to, however, look back at this week. So I teach for one school where the term, or the week, I should say, starts on Wednesday. So I still have 2 more days to grade, essentially. Now, this particular week, I've already graded this, so I'm good there. But I haven't graded this. So I need to put that as the first thing I need to do. So I'm going to put Psych 100, Exam 3, and then because I don't like to do too much grading of one class in one day, I'm going to put the other class, the other thing I need to grade here for the next day. Now, part of that is also commenting or being in a good class member for one of my other classes. So I shouldn't turn the page, but they're doing the week 3 discussion. And so I need to comment on their discussion posts. All right, so that means these 2 things will be good. All right, so then I can look at these other classes. I just have to go through what it needs to be graded. So this one, need to grade a discussion board and some interviews. That's the same for these sections. Need to grade the song presentation. Now that is a big thing. I have a couple lessons and projects to grade. I have an essay to grade here, as well as some discussion boards, grade and update, some discussion boards, and then starting here, I'll have to grade discussion boards, but a paper, and then another discussion boards and a quiz. Okay, so whenever I see a song presentation, that is something as well, and essays, I'm gonna break those up. So I'm gonna try and do, I'm just gonna write P201 song presentation. And I'm going to do SP for the rest of the week. And I'm just going to put that down for every day of the week. And I'm going to break it. I'm going to figure out how many of my students have actually submitted the assignment. And then I will break that down into 5 days. So if I'm lucky, like this class, I think actually only has about 10 students in it. So if everyone submitted it, I can do 2 a day. That is perfectly fine. It won't take that long, and I'll be fresh and kind of joyful while I grade all of those. All right, then this essay, this class only has like about 10 students in it. So, but I already have 3 things on this day. That's a lot. So I'm going to skip Monday for that and to that as the essay. And I'm going to try and do that in 2 days because I have other things that I have to grade for them. And then we'll put the discussion board 2 and 3. And then that class will all be graded by Thursday. All right. This class needs an update. Okay, this class needs that paper. So that's a big thing. This class has like 30 students. So I'm going to break that up over the entire course of the week in which I have to grade. So I'm going to start, it's not due till Tuesday, so I will start on Wednesday with the P100 paper. And I'm just literally going to write it on each of these days. Sorry, it's so boring to watch me write the same things over and over again. Now, I don't have the next week done, so I'm not going to continue on, but I know I have 2 more days to grade. So I can divide whatever amount like that, I can divide 30 by 7 and grade, 5 or 6 a day. And, if you teach, not every student is submitting it on time, or even submitting it, period. I'm just looking here what else is due and what else we're doing here because I've got 3 things. I got a lot. It's building up. So, but I like to try and get everything done and graded by Friday as much as I can so that I don't have to do a lot on the weekends. All right, so I'm going to go ahead do on this Thursday. I'm going to do this, just everything for this D9-1 class. When I write update, I know for myself that means a grade update. So that one's done, that one's done, that one's done. So then I have to have these 2. And I'm just going to put them on Friday. I've already warned these classes that it will be a little later when they get their grades this week. All right. So then the only thing that's not on here, All right. Go ahead and put this on Wednesday. P142, D04, lessons 8 and 9. All right, that gets everything done for this week other than these things, these two where I can get that grading done early next week, even while I will continue to grade those papers. So the only thing that's not on here at all is grading the week 3 discussion and the quiz. The quiz is going to take a while. I've got to add that on here actually. So I'm going to just go ahead and start here. P437 quiz. And I'm going to go ahead and add that to these other days. I'll just start from the bottom, go up to the top. Well, start from the top and go to the work to the bottom. So if I can't get to it, things will just transfer over. All right. So it's a lot of grading, but that is, as you can see, I've got it all written out. I did that because I had to do all these lectures. All the lectures are posted. That's what the little check marks mean. You can see the time that I started each one. I record for hours over my weekends to get this done for my students. All right. After I've done that, I'm going to pull up this other pen. All right. My next one I pull out, what you just heard is 2 planners fall to the floor. Sad. Okay, the next up, this is my Instagram planner. And so I do PR for some different shops. I PR for Planning with Blue Jeans on Etsy. Gorgeous, gorgeous stickers. You should check them out. Of course, I'm going to say that multiple times here. I do for designer Chameleon. She has her own website. She has a Patreon. She draws all of her stickers by hand. Truly amazing, fantastic artist. Really well priced, both of these shops, in fact. So definitely check those out. With Playing with Blue Jeans, Megan.fackenthal gets you 15% off. With designer Chameleon, megan.fackenthal gets you that 15% off. I'm an affiliate for Doodleberry, just another small shop that is just amazing. She makes Julie makes a lot of the charms and everything by hand. She's done a lot of like wood charms recently. You will start to see those on my channel. I think they are adorable. Megan5 gets you 5% off from there. Lotus Moon Raven. This is a really fun, moody shop. Again, Megan15 gets you 15% off. You're gonna, just particularly if you ever had your goth phase, you're gonna love Lotus Moon Raven. Fairy Love Designs, another shop. She is always putting out new things. She's got such a talent for colors and designs. Fairy Love Designs, I just love it. And Megan15 will get you 15% off there. So those are the shops. I have a podcast. I try to promote the podcast twice a week. I have a YouTube channel. Right now I do 1 to 2 videos there a week. And then I have a Patreon where I try to post multiple times throughout the month. We're always talking about a specific emotion. Today being April 1st, the emotion for April is actually guilt. So it's going to be a really interesting month to discover what guilt is, how we experience it, why we experience it, and more importantly, how we can experience it and then react to guilt in a way that we can feel proud of. That is my goal in my Patreon, is to talk about all these emotions, the good, the bad, the ugly, and how do we experience those and respond to them in a way that we can, again, feel proud of ourselves. So I talk about a lot in my Instagram channel. And so I've got to figure, I have to write it all out, and then I can put it on the days that it's needed. Now, for the most part, it is on the days that at least one post is needed. So, for instance, planning with blue jeans, I do on Mondays. So I have an April monthly. It is gorgeous. I will show it to you here. Look at this beauty. So I'm gonna share that again on Monday. So I'm just gonna write April, and then oops, wow, that's okay. I wrote a B when I meant P, but planning blue jeans. I will know. And I always put a little asterisk to remind myself that one gets shared to Facebook also. Tuesdays, I almost always end up promoting my podcast. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And that book is, we talk about a book on my podcast. A podcast called Apartment 29A. Every week, my bestie and I, we get together, we talk about a book, we drink tea, and just talk about life. The book we read this past week was Bride by Ali Hazelwood. We loved it. We'd love to hear what you think. If you've read anything by Ali Hazelwood, let me know what you think. Designer Chameleon, I always promote on Wednesdays. Doodleberry, is on Thursdays. Fridays, I have two. So Friday is Fairy Love Designs. So I'll do my podcast plan. And another plan with blue jeans. So, oh yeah. So I will highlight one of the kits I just did. I did a plan with me video with about the color green. And so I'll promote that one. All right. For this, I do have to go to the next page. So then on Saturdays are when I post to Lotus Moon Raven. Oh my gosh. I do have this problem. I'm not good with acronyms. Luckily, I'll know what I'm trying to say. And then on Sunday, I just do another planner. So I'll do either, I'll do my Patreon. All right. So then what I do is have to go back and do all the other ones on specific time, like different days. I try to spread it out, try to make sure everyone gets something on the weekend. And then like Apartment 29A drops on Thursdays. So I try to promote it on Thursday when it drops. Most things like that, it's pretty obvious. All right. I've kind of talked you through that. I'm going to quickly do the rest, and then I'll come back and show you what I do next. All right. So I do have I want to show you my other planners. This one is my meal planner. Not a lot of this ends up doing anything in here, except that I do try to share my husband and I share our meal planning, or I should say share the cooking. And so I try to keep in mind when I will be home to cook. So like that kind of goes with this planner. This is my work planner. So my work planner helps me know when I have appointments and where I have to be. So some things like I don't need to write necessarily in both places, but it does help me. So if I, like here I work 10 to 6, here I work from home. I have a 10 o'clock appointment with a student and an 11 o'clock meeting. Here I work from home, so I can easily cook on Tuesdays. And I have a phone appointment. Wednesdays, I'll be back in the office and just my regularly scheduled time, but I do have a 10 o'clock and an 11 o'clock meeting. I don't have any Thursday appointments at work. And then Friday, I have an 11 o'clock meeting. This is the hardest thing. Like, so the next thing that what I'm showing you that I do is my next part is my schedule. But kind of need the device that I'm recording on for my schedule. So I know that, like, for instance, I do have a meeting on Monday. I have in the evening, I have choir at 1900, also known as 7. And so I will write down the rest of my schedule so that I know, like, when I can cook, when I need to ask my husband to cook or tell him that I'll be on his own, those types of things. But this is my work planner, and I keep it up to date as much as I can. What I'm trying to say is I try to work a week ahead in my planner in my work planner, so that I always have my schedule that I can look at. This is the monthly and for just my work things. It helps me know, like, again, I work from home just once a week, so it's not the same time every week. I have different things that may or may not come up, those types of things. So that's 2 more of my planners. The other things that I have 2 other planners. I have my podcast planner. You've already seen me kind of schedule for the podcast, except what you haven't seen me schedule is when I will do the podcast. So in terms of recording, we are going to try and record the podcast this Friday. We have to record. My co-host is in England, so we have a 8-hour time difference that we have to contend with. So between my work schedule, her work schedule can be very difficult. But I know that we're going to try and record there. And then in the evening, so this goes up here actually at the top, is when I will edit the next podcast episode. I edit it for the actual listening and visual portions. There's actually no visual portions. And then, but through the actual stream, there we go. And then I send it on to my co-host who does the liner notes. And so she makes sure it goes out. Goes out on Thursday. I send it to her on Tuesday. So she has all day Wednesday. And because, again, of the 8-hour time difference, she has time she needs to on Thursday to do it. Also, because we put it out Thursday, on American time, so to speak. All right, so I have that planner to keep me scheduled. What I do, because we do record way in advance, I am always writing down when we have done the recording. I haven't done April's yet, which I need to do by the next time we record. And And that way, when I go back to edit that episode, I can be like, okay, like 159 drops this week or dropped last week in this case. And I have to figure out when, is that right? Yeah. So 160. I just don't think I wrote that down. This is what happens to me. Anyway, sorry, I was like, I don't think I wrote that right. And so I can go back and look, okay, we recorded 160 on the 18th. I can go edit that. And then last but not least of my weekly planners is my Patreon planner. So you can see I was doing daring. I need to do some work in here. You're not going to see much except for a beautiful spread. I haven't used it yet. I'd use this in kind of like in a journaling fashion. So I will start, I'll journal on the 1st, but it will all be about guilt, which will be interesting. And I will try and write out a bunch of stuff and get that all started on Wednesday. So I will write Patreon and I'll do that again on Thursday. All right, that gets me through the week. And yeah, so that is how I use my catch-all. If things come up that I'm not remembering, I can put that in the notes section down here. I know that if I put more than 6 things up here, they are not going to get done. So that's been a process of elimination. I used to have like long to-do lists. And then I would shorten it to just 3. And I found out that depending what those 3 were, sometimes I could get more done. So this is ambitious, but remember, I'm only going to grade 2 song presentations, maybe 3 essays. It's going to be quite a few of the papers, but we'll see. Maybe because that is literally everything's due here. People are going to ask for extensions. So I'll have the least amount to actually grade that day. 1 quick little assignment to grade. And then just 2 or 3 quizzes. It's going to be a lot on this day. We'll see if it all gets done, but I do have all day and I can roll over and get stuff done. The idea is that I plan it all out Monday through Friday, giving myself the weekend off for a lot of the little grading. I just know is going to have to happen, but any of the grading that doesn't get to happen here, I can transfer on to the weekend. So, all right, that is a long explanation for how I use my catch-all planner with all of my other planners. I hope you found something in this really helpful. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, let me know.